Have you ever woken up in the morning feeling like your knees, hips, or hands are just not cooperating? Like they're stiff, achy, or even downright painful, just from doing the simplest things? Maybe you've even thought, well, I guess this is just part of getting older. But what if I told you that your joint pain doesn't have to be your new normal? What if, instead of reaching for another pill or just toughing it out, you could actually ease that discomfort naturally just by adding a few delicious foods to your daily meals? Asterisk, that's exactly what we're talking about today. Because after 60, your joints can feel better, maybe even pain-free, if you fuel your body with the right nutrients. And no, I'm not talking about some complicated diet or expensive supplements. Just real, everyday food that fight inflammation, lubricate your joints, and help you move with ease again. So let's dive in, start with the first two powerhouse foods you'll want to eat as often as possible. Asterisk, first up, fatty fish. Now, I know some of us didn't grow up loving fish, but trust me, this one's worth it. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, these are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are like magic for your joints. Omega-3s are natural anti-inflammatories. They calm down the swelling and irritation that make your joints feel stiff and sore. Think of them as tiny oil droplets loosening up rusty hinges. And here's the best part. You don't need a lot. Just 2 servings a week can make a noticeable difference. Try grilled salmon with lemon or sardines on toast. Simple, tasty, and oh so good for you. Asterisk. Now, let's talk about something sweeter, berries. Whether it's blueberries, strawberries, or even cherries, yes, they count. These little gems are bursting with antioxidants. And antioxidants? They're like your body's cleanup crew. They go around neutralizing the gunk, called free radicals, that builds up in your joints and makes them ache. Ever notice how tart cherries help with gout pain? That's not an old wives' tale. It's science. So toss them in your oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or just snack on a handful. Your joints will thank you. Now, before we move on to the next foods, I want to pause here because these two, fish and berries, are a fantastic place to start. Maybe today, you could add a salmon salad for lunch, and tonight, enjoy some berries with a dollop of yogurt. Small steps, big rewards. And in just a moment, we'll cover 2 more foods that work hand in hand with these to keep your joints moving smoothly. Because when you combine them, that's when the real magic happens. Now, let's talk about 2 more foods that'll have your joints feeling like they've been quietly upgraded, without any fancy pills or painful procedures. Because here's the truth. What you eat isn't just about filling your stomach. It's about sending your body the raw materials it needs to repair itself. And after 60, your joints are begging for these next 2 ingredients. First, imagine this. Deep green, leafy veggies like spinach, kale, or Swiss chard. They might not sound exciting, but think of them as nature's rust remover for your joints. Why? They're loaded with magnesium, a mineral most of us don't get enough of. Magnesium relaxes your muscles and helps your joints move smoothly. Ever wake up with that stiff, creaky feeling? Magnesium can help with that. And here's a pro tip. Sauté them with a little garlic and olive oil. Not only does it taste amazing, but the healthy fats in the oil actually help your body absorb more of those joint-loving nutrients. It's a win-win. Now, let's talk about something crunchy, nuts and seed star. Almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds. These tiny powerhouses are like joint armor. They're packed with two things your joints adore: omega-3s, just like our friend salmon, and vitamin E. Vitamin E is like a shield against joint damage. It protects your cartilage from wearing down. And the best part? You don't need a lot. A small handful of almonds or a sprinkle of ground flaxseed on your yogurt each day can make a real difference. Just listen to your body after a week or two. You might notice your knees or hands don't protest as much when you climb stairs or open jars. Asterisk. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, but what if I don't love kale or walnuts? Here's the good news. You don't have to overhaul your diet overnight. Start small. Maybe this week, you add a handful of spinach to your morning omelet, or swap your afternoon chips for a few almonds. Tiny changes add up. And when you pair these with the fish and berries we talked about earlier, you're stacking the benefits. It's like building a safety net for your joints, one delicious bite at a time. And in just a moment, we'll cover the last 3 foods on our list, including one surprising spice that works faster than you'd expect to ease joint pain. Because when you combine all 7 of these foods, that's when you'll really start feeling the difference. But for now, tell me in the comments, have you tried adding leafy greens or nuts to your diet? Did you notice any changes? I'd love to hear your stories. We've covered some incredible joint healing foods so far, from fatty fish to leafy greens. But I saved 3 very special ones for last, including one golden spice that works like nature's aspirin. Now, if you've been dealing with joint pain for years, what I'm about to share might just change everything. Because these final foods, they don't just help. They can actually reverse some of that stiffness and discomfort when you eat them consistently. Let's start with something you probably already have in your kitchen: extra virgin olive oil. But this isn't just for cooking. That beautiful green gold oil is packed with oleocanthal, a compound that works just like ibuprofen to reduce inflammation, minus the side effects. Here's how to use it. Drizzle it raw on salads, veggies, or even take a teaspoon daily. When researchers studied Mediterranean communities who used olive oil daily, they found significantly less arthritis and joint pain. That's the power of real food medicine. Asterisk now. This next one might surprise you. Bone broth. Not the salty canned stuff, but real, slow-simmered broth made from chicken or beef bones. When you simmer bones for 12-plus hours, they release collagen, gelatin, and amino acids that literally repair your joints from the inside out. Think of it like pouring liquid cartilage into your body. My 72-year-old neighbor started drinking a cup daily, and within a month, she could button her blouses without pain. You can sip it like tea or use it in soups. Either way, your joints will drink it up. Asterisk, and now, the star player of joint pain relief, turmeric. This vibrant yellow spice contains curcumin, which over 100 studies show is as effective as many anti-inflammatory drugs for arthritis pain. But here's the catch. To really feel the effects, you need to pair it with black pepper, which boosts absorption by 2,000%, and a healthy fat. Try this. Golden milk at bedtime with turmeric, coconut oil, black pepper, and warm almond milk. Within weeks, many people report moving easier, sleeping deeper, and waking up with less stiffness. Asterisk. So let's tie this all together. Fatty fish, berries, leafy greens, nuts and seeds, olive oil, bone broth, and turmeric. You don't need to eat all 7 every single day, but the more you incorporate them, the better you'll feel. Start with 2 or 3 that appeal to you most. Maybe this week it's adding turmeric to your eggs and having salmon twice. Next week, try bone broth in your soups. Small steps create big changes. I want you to imagine something. Picture yourself 6 weeks from now, waking up with less creakiness, walking with more ease, maybe even playing with grandkids without that nagging hip pain. That future is absolutely possible, and it starts with what you put on your plate today. So tell me in the comments, which of these 7 foods are you most excited to try? And if you've already tried any, share your results. Your story could inspire someone else. Remember, your body wants to heal. Sometimes it just needs the right tools. Here's to your health, your mobility, and enjoying every delicious bite along the way. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful. Subscribe for more simple health tips, and I'll see you in the next one, where we'll talk about T's next topic without previewing. Now go enjoy some joint-loving food. Your future self will thank you.